Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. This is Larry coming to you from. The weather is actually nice in Illinois today. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. Um, I want to show you something real quick, okay? I don't know if you can see. I'm parked at a gas station getting some gas. You see that building right there? That is our police station. That's the police station. But anyway, enough about that. Everybody's been calling me over, the YouTube world, and I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to. I don't do that. And everybody's been asking me about my feelings on Susie coming back, VS or whatever term y'all want to call her. Everybody wants to know what's my view. She's back and she's on people's panel. Someone left me a message and said she was on somebody else's panel and said she keeps in touch with my daughter, this, that, and the other. And what's my views on it? I don't have no views, honestly. Um, when Susie first came out, it was like a bomb. It was a nuclear bomb in my life because they hit personal. And Susie showed me through her mess. She taught me that I wasn't as close with my daughter as I thought I was. Uh, she more or less was raised in Texas, but I thought that we had a bond that nobody could break. I cut the umbilical cord. I used to sing to her. I remember my mother teaching me how to make Similac, and I hope some of y'all know what that is. But that's the little formula you put in warm water, shake it up, shake the bottle up real good, and they drink that. Milk, the baby milk, test it on your wrist, drink it, make sure it's not too hot for them. It was a pleasure being a father, and I look forward. Well, I'm too old now, but I looked Edie. I looked forward to every day being a father back then. But when Susie had her on her platform and she was telling her, uh, you know, it was just amazing. It was a trip. My head was messed up. I'm calling my mom. Uh, it got back to my family. People want to know what happened to this little girl, and I was messed up. I was messed up. Susie had me shook at one point until I drove to Decatur, Illinois, where my daughter was born, and I had a meeting with the state's attorney there. I showed the videos, and then the state's attorney, who prosecutes every case in Macon County or any case of things that happened there, since that's where she was born. If I were to be prosecuted, be there. I talked to her, and she said, "Well, she had to look it over and said, can you come back tomorrow?" I said, "Sure." I came back the next day. It was an appointment because you got to keep in mind, state's attorney's busy with other cases. And she said, "Well, the one thing I could tell you is there's no case because her first video said that somebody told her. Then the next video, she said my dad probably did that. And then the third one, she was all on board. And then she said the state's attorney said there is no way any charges could be brought against you when somebody was paid. She was paid $802 there, and that was very known then. She was paid. Uh, I'm not gonna say paid to say it, but she said it. And well, I know it's paid. I don't smoke, and so the thing is, it messed my head up. I'm not gonna even lie. But Susie coming back, somebody asked me what's my opinion of her on the phone coming back. I think Susie's a one trick pony. And what I mean is, when Susie first came out, I never seen doxing like she did. They called my church. They called my church. My pastor doesn't even talk to me to this day like we used to. He'll speak, but you can see a difference. He doesn't talk to me no more. I had a girl the other day, not from my church, but she's close to. I thought she was a close friend on Facebook that lives in my city. She told me don't ever call me no more. This, that, and the other. You sad, you low down. So she saw the videos and thought that was something from yesterday. And I'm like, don't you see the difference in hair? But make a long story short, that Susie stuff did change my life because I thought that my daughter and I were like that. No matter what she went through in her life, no matter what she, what situations may come her way, that was my ride or die, at least in my head. But Susie changed all that. When Susie, and I want to say something. Everybody kept on saying, "Why'd you cuss your daughter out?" And I hope this one is made viral if somebody ever brought that up again. When Susie got her on her platform and she's sitting down, barely looking at the camera, yeah, yeah. And Susie said, somebody needs to kill him." And my daughter said, "Yeah, he needs to die." That's when everything in my world changed about her. That's when I made a video and I cussed her out and you low class, blah blah blah, you MF. I hope you die, go to hell. I was wrong. Excuse me, I was wrong because you don't say that about your child no matter what. But that's what prompted it. Susie was a powerful manipulator. I'm talking in the ghetto world, because the real world she'd have got ate up and whatever. My brother, I have one brother in this world. I'm not gonna go off into detail, but my brother told me a long time ago, and I never listened. I never listened. He said white folks use paper, and I'm wondering what he mean. He said when you argue at the job, white folks will go get that. Everybody when you get hired, there's a manual they give you about the rules of the job, whether it's Burger King, McDonald's, factory, wherever. They give you your do's and don'ts and your rights. White people would just go straight in the office or whatever. Listen, dude, cuss me out, blah blah blah, and they go by the books. They go by the books. Black people will use violence. All right, I'm gonna see you when we get outside. And that was the approach that I took. I took that approach with Susie, Jay Wilson. Um, Jay Wilson was a little different. I thought that as a man, we could at least talk as men, communicate as men, but that wasn't the case. His thing was opportunity. Opportunity. He was an opportunistic person. Whereas carpet on my walls. Talked about your clothes, your country dressing and whatever. And I'm wondering, everywhere I go, people loving my clothes, and I got to get on here and have some guy. I didn't say nothing bad, y'all. Talking about my clothes and this, that. Who are you? Who are you, dude? And I just went on a rampage, like, hey, look, see me personally, or shut up. That was my mindset. Either you're gonna talk to me personally, or shut up. All this. Let's talk about Larry's carpet on his walls and his house and this, that, and the other, his clothes. I wasn't used to that. Now I'm not bragging, you all. I'm nobody when I say this. All right, I can get clean, what I consider clean. Walk inside a church and have 7 phone numbers if that's what I desired. I don't do that, okay? But I'm just saying, if that's what I desire, I can do that. Get on YouTube, and there's a dude in San Antonio, Texas, some of my clothes, and then he's effeminate. I'm like, how in the world can you talk about anybody? And so that's what caused me to go against him. And so, it just got stupid because I'm a better person than my mom didn't raise me on this talking about each other. I did that in the elementary and junior high, and a little bit of high school. But as I'm 48 years old, I'm not here to talk roast and gag. This is the real world. Roast and gag will get you killed. This is just how I feel. Okay. Uh, so back to the Susie thing. I wasn't prepared. No one ever taught me, and I will give Jay Wilson this credit. He taught me about YouTube in the beginning, saying, people are here for they on here for the latest story. When I did talk to him on the phone when it was peaceful, he's like, people on here for the story. They don't care about nothing. They just want to hear some mess. And I didn't get it. I'm like, this is my real life. This is my life. And like I said, I didn't know my daughter enough to know that she would take $802 to allow me, but she did. And then I had some jelly belly out of Missouri named Vonnie Von 45 jumping on a bandwagon. I believe Tanaya. I believe Tanaya. The funny thing about it, I'm gonna say this, and excuse me, ate breakfast, y'all. Um, Susie went to jail before me. The woman was talking about me going to jail. She's been to jail before me. I'm right across the street from the police station. Did I show you how that big building? That's the police station right there. But I have no fear. I ain't been to jail. Ain't nobody want me. My name is clear, and I thank God for that. I thank God since then I've had 3 jobs that had to have a background clearance. Not a background check, but a background clearance where you're working with some some very important stuff where you cannot be have nothing in your background. So I thank God that that mess didn't mess me up because as I get older, and I know uh, everybody's what's the word for it? What's important to you in life may be different, but as I get older, what's so important to me is a good name. I'm saying as far as being able to get a job. I run across brothers who cannot get a job, y'all. I don't know how it is where you all are located, but here, even though marijuana is legal in the federal level, I'm sorry, in the state level, because it's not legal in the federal level, that means any job can still test you. These brothers cannot pass a weed test here at all. They can't even stop smoking for a week just to get their system clear. Now, somebody told me, Larry, that's stupid because it takes longer than a week. I'm just saying they can't stop for a week to get their system clear to get a job. So it means so much to me to be able to get a name or to have a good name where I can get a job. There are some brothers who cannot get jobs here because of marijuana or whatever. And I thought that Susie, VS, whatever term I want to call her, I thought that was going to be messed up because my mind was made up. If I ever saw this woman, I was going to go to jail for the rest of my life. But by the grace of God, who has so much mercy on me, it didn't get to that point. And, the biggest, stupidest thing I ever did was respond on YouTube. When they started telling me, you need to see your daughter respond, say something, take the test, take the test. I didn't know what was going on. I was just making videos, enjoying my life. And then all of a sudden, Vonnie gets on this thing, and oh my God, where's Vonnie at today? A woman from Cincinnati, Ohio, posted pictures of Vonnie's son. And I'm not being funny, I'm just being real. A big 400-pound dude, he likes about 400, 450, and posted pictures of Vonnie's sister. That must have got back to Vonnie's son and sister. And they said, "Whoa, whoa, these people don't even know me. I'm not even part of YouTube. Why they got my picture on there? You starting some stuff." She got off YouTube. She got off YouTube. Um, Susie, I think she had a case where she went to jail, and the probation thing was you get off the internet. I guess that probationary period is over. She's easing back on. But one thing I want to say about her coming back, it doesn't matter if she says anything about me. I ask anybody, don't tell me what she say. You don't have to do an interview because I'm telling you now, God bless her. I mean, this is her life mess, and I do believe you reap what you sow. And so whatever happens, just leave me out of it. I don't care because Susie's what you call a one-trick pony. What is she gonna come back and talk about? I'm gonna get you. I'm finna dox you. I'm finna find out where you work. That's old now. Somebody gonna kick your butt. That's old now. When I first ran across, I didn't know her name, where she was located. We know her name, where she's located, her apartment address, everything. If she's on food stamps, all that stuff. So really, she's a one-trick pony. She can't come back and talk about what she used to. I remember she had Vonnie on there. Um, what's her name? Brianna Simone. Brianna, the big girl. I'm forgetting these names, you all. And she talked about them like a dog, fired them, kicked them out the group or something like that. Um, it was silly. I mean, I saw a person who calls herself an evangelist get on YouTube and start dancing, shaking her stomach, doing a John Wayne Gacy challenge. This is a grandmother, you all, or if she's not a grandmother, a grandmother figure. I mean, of age. You on YouTube dancing because some girl in Virginia told you to do this. I saw a lot of silly stuff going on, and I don't know if it's because this media thing, or you can make a video and thousands of people see it. Um, uh, um, a thousand people can at least see it. It got real silly. I fell into the trap. Uh, I can't speak for my daughter. I didn't raise her, but she got off into it, and for a minute I was looking like a plump fool because I responded. That's what made me look stupid. I responded. When you respond, you look stupid. There's a woman on YouTube named Sassy Classy. She don't make videos, but she showed herself as a friend to me um, on YouTube. We exchanged numbers. We used to talk back then, and she said, "Larry, you're making yourself look bad. Shut up. Don't respond." And I made myself look stupid by responding. Susie said this. Where you at? I'll bust your head. What good is that? What good is that? What good is that? That was silly on my part. And what was I? 44, 45 then. I'm 48 now. I look good to be 48 on her. But I made myself look stupid. It was ignorant on my part to try to um, defend myself against fake allegations. I just never ran across that in my life. That was crazy. To have the daughter you cut the umbilical cord on, I was there, okay? I was there when the doctor popped on her butt and she started crying in the hospital. And I wanted to hit the doctor. What you hit my baby for? I didn't know you had to pop the baby to make them cry to clear the lungs or whatever. I was there when they had to shape the head. When they come out, the womb, the head is like a cone head. I never saw that. On the movies, the babies come out all clean and fresh. She's full of blood in her head, looks like a cone head. So you got to rub the head and shape it with your hand, rubbing it. I was messed up. So by the grace of God, He's restored me my heart. I want to say it right. He's restored my heart. The reputation thing, it takes you to keep your mouth shut for that to happen. That was messed up. I did that, and like I said, my pastor really doesn't talk to me like we used to. And I say him because that was a vital part of my life. I wasn't on here talking about Jesus, Jesus, Jesus like Jay Wilson, but church is a big part of my life. But it's like null and void now. I still go, but there's a difference. He doesn't really talk to me, and a lot of that comes when Susie posts your church's number, telling everybody to call, say he's a pervert, say he's a freak, and all of a sudden the church answer machine is full of messages about me. I know he can. I know I know it's a difference, but anyway, I don't have no pros or cons of Susie coming back to YouTube. My personal opinion, I think she's a one trick pony. I mean, what can she do now? Get on there and start talking about who she gonna dox? That's old now. That ain't gonna work today. Um, my personal opinions on her, I don't have none. I mean, I don't hate no one. Okay, I think Martin Luther King said you don't let a man bring you so low as to hate him. Either hate him or hit him, but I don't think you should let no man bring you so low as to hate him. Um, and I was wrong for the Jay Wilson thing. I thought that him being a man, and Susie once called him a child molester. I thought he was gonna be on my bandwagon. Yeah, she called me the same thing. We're gonna rally together. Jay Wilson turned around and gave her money. Gave her money on something, and I think she said something about giving it back or whatever it was. It got real stupid. I just thought another man would know what I'm going through. She called you the same thing. She telling about me or whatever, but it didn't work that way. And it was my fault because I got mad at him. And, the way we handle things in life are different. I thought he would man up and get mad like I'm mad, but it didn't happen. He capitalized on the YouTube videos. Let me get paid. I wasn't thinking about no money on here. I wanted revenge, but as a result, I made myself look like a fool on YouTube. And for that, I'll always feel bad because I was making videos talking about R. Kelly in the very beginning. And, I had a name for myself. I was doing great. And the only person I've ever known to rebound from mess like this was King Jives. Uh, he always talked about church stuff. And, when he went to Jay Wilson's house, a lot of stuff happened that, had him defending himself. And I don't get off into that because I wasn't there, it wasn't my business. But he rebounded and he left that alone and he just started talking about what he does now, his own videos and his own platform. I didn't know what a beef sector was. I didn't know what a beef sector was until I got on here. I didn't get on. I didn't sign up to talk about people or who's gonna do this that. I made myself look like a fool, and for that, I will always live in regret. When people see videos, old videos of me huffing and puffing and a vein popping out of your head and you're cussing, that's not me. My mom didn't raise me like that, and I don't use language like that. I try to carry myself in a classy person, but I made myself look like a fool. If anybody like this video, hit thumbs up. Am I making sense? But I made myself look like a fool, and for that, I'll forever be in regret. And I just pray to God that He restores my name and reputation as far as YouTube, as far as family. My family don't. Well, from what I've consensed, my family doesn't believe that mess. And like I said, anybody who saw it from the very beginning knows, but it messed me up. It messed me up bad because I was in a messed up headspace. And like I said, Sassy Classy told me, Larry, shut up. You making yourself look crazy on here. I didn't listen. Every video I want to, and let me give you my opinion. And that's stupid. Who cares what my opinion is? Who cares? Just shut up and let it go on. If Susie say you're going to jail, shut up. And if you go to jail, they'll see it. What was that? I I forget how many years ago that was. 4 years. Whatever the case may be, I made myself look stupid. I'm arguing with a gay bald head dude from San Antonio, Texas. I mean, I got it got real ignorant, and I throw him in there because it got real ignorant, and it got to a point where you don't want to hate, but I start feeling the disdain in my heart because I'm like, if you a man, face me. If you're talking about my house and my curly hair and all this stuff, face me as a man. Is it curly? Yeah. Okay. Face me as a man and talk to me. Talk to me face to face. Don't get on YouTube. But you have to realize in his world, you get on YouTube, talk about people, and then you go back and see how many people saw the videos, and you get paid. He can't talk about. He can't do like King Jives and talk about church issues and get 10,000 people watching your video. So the whole thing was I made myself look stupid. Um, I've apologized to um, God, myself, and um, I don't know. The only person I really talked to is my brother. But other than that, I don't know. Like I said, the Susie thing threw my life for a loop, and I pray to God if she comes after somebody else, please, please, please take my advice. Do not respond. Do not respond. I opened my mouth and all hell broke loose. Don't respond. Let her talk about whatever, and that's it. Uh, you win that way. If you respond, you'll be going back and forth with somebody who got a lot of air. I don't know if that's what she's doing now, but that's what happened with me. I was wrong, and may God uh, uh, Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. I will repay. That's the scriptures in the Bible. That is a scripture in the Bible. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. I'll repay. That means you keep your mouth shut. Let God step back. Let God fight your battles. I didn't do that. I told God, you sit on the throne. I'll handle this. And I could have been struck down dead for telling God, you stay on the throne. I'm going to run this. Come on. Who does that? I was out of my mind. I didn't know my a daughter I did not raise but sit there and say that, oh God, I was messed up. But I think back on it, I was so stupid. But anyway, I'm gonna stop this video. I just want you all to know my views on Susie coming back. I really don't have one. God bless whoever. I pray to God that she finds Christ as her Lord and Savior one day, and that's it. She can talk about. She keeps in touch with my daughter, whatever. I really don't care. That's a one-trick pony. 3 years ago they said I was going to jail. He going to jail. He finna go to jail, y'all, any day now. Oh man, that ship has sailed. That lie has sailed, and I made myself look stupid. And hopefully, I can start coming back talking about other things that's important to me in my life, business moves, and I still want to open up the restaurant. Yes, yes, and business moves, and go from there. But my goal in life is to be a better man and be a better person, and not fall into that trap ever again. Ever, ever, ever again. So keep me in your prayers, you all, as I do the same for you. And I mean it. So God bless you all. Um, I have no opinions on Susie coming back. My only statement on that is I think it's a one trick pony, meaning that after the beef that she did, she took it so high she would almost have to start talking about threatening Obama for anybody to really be off into it. You'll watch for a minute, but after a while, I mean, what can you do that's gonna surprise you? They want to hear some meat, but that's it. That's what I feel. God bless you all. Let me get back to my free life. Still driving, still out in the public, still got a job, still doing things, still gonna open up the restaurant. And God bless you all, and keep me in your prayers. And I do ask those who did see me in the very beginning on here, uh, ranting, raving, angry, cussing people out. Um, I was wrong and forgive me that you had to be exposed to that. And I ask God to forgive me. So forgive me. And that's it. So I'm out of here. This heat is hot in this car. All right. So God bless you all. Peace.